So I'm getting a little hint. If you will, into who Greg is. But honestly, he's upbeat. I can't tell if he was like your best friend energy or he just has that vibe. He has like upbeat uncle vibe, you know, very happy, little ADHD. I like it. I ask this Greg character, okay, I ask him how he ends up passing. And he goes, well, a lot happened all at one time, he says, and he begins to explain it. He seems older, like a father figure energy. Could be he seems older. He gives me the sign and symbol for father figure, which is a rose. But he gives me the sign symbol of like upper chest, congestion, difficulty breathing right there at the end, not a lot of reaction time, just everything happening just very quickly. Seems like a night and day type of thing. Going about our business, have a heart attack, maybe have some underlying stuff. So it seems definitely as if it's in the medical direction. He goes, it was a good day. It was a great day. He also gives me a sign and symbol for the distribution of things, or what we did with his things, or what we keep in honor of his memory. Okay, and then just so we can recap, because I know that I go very quickly. I know I do. She said, I'm glad that I could make you laugh. She did. And then she goes, yes, it is my dad. Okay, love it. And then he just keeps showing me him like, kind of like, you know, out in a garage. I kind of get, and then I had said the best friend vibes, and then like I see you kind of like growing up, maybe off and on daddy girl vibes. I think that's what I was getting at. And then he shows me a sign symbol of a house. I say, did you expect to go that quickly? And then he shows me sunshine and this. So he shows me sunshine means we don't necessarily expect it to happen right when it did. So I would say unexpected. And then he says tragically right here. He says tragically. So this is something like we're home, or I don't know why I said that. This is something like we just go down, like you just like feel this, like you're an airplane in the sky and you know the engine's done. You know, you just know, and that's the feeling of it. Okay, she says, yes, it's my dad. And yeah, we saw him in the morning with my newborn to get him his medicine. And by the time we got his meds, he passed. So, wow. Are you saying you got to his house and then he was already passing and going down quickly? Yeah, he keeps pointing right here. He goes, I couldn't communicate. I even tried. I like almost like reacted or emphasized as if I could communicate. He's like, but there was not really much I could say. He wouldn't have been able to take his meds anyway, yeah. He said, I knew you were coming. Did he know? I think he was hanging in no pain for an abnormally long amount of time because he knew you were going to be on the way and he wanted to be able to say goodbye. That's just a real feeling that I get because I still see his house. I see the front door as clearly as possible. I talk about, you know, I'm in the airplane and I can feel the engine going down. And so it just feels like you know it's happening. It's the last thing you can do. Kind of brace yourself, kind of say goodbye. And he talks about that timing and like his energy, his willpower kind of keeps him going until he can. And he was sick a lot and always said when he met my daughter, it would be his time to go. And he met her and then he passed. And he's sitting here talking about, you know, I waited until I could see them. That could have been you that day. Could have been your daughter. And he's trying to like, you know, I think it can be many things. I think that's beautiful. He says there is a specific sign of nature that they visit you with. Like when I first started, it was every time I felt like passionate or excited, or the feeling of love, or a love thought in any way, or thought of a heart. Like I would see a cardinal for no reason, and no reason, right? And so he says nature, and this isn't the best time of year for nature signs, right? I get it. But he said that nature is a big way that they communicate with you. So I think that that's amazing. And your dad's a really good communicator. He is talking about the distribution of his stuff. So it makes me feel like you have a sibling. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't even know if you said that, but we have a sibling. So then we pass down his things. He talks about his shirts. He keeps saying, ask him what they did with it. Ask him what they did with it. So he gets really excited about some sort of idea. And sometimes this comes along when a family member has created something. So I'm kind of excited. Or is she trying to figure out who she's channeling for? Nope, I'm channeling for Meep. 100%. I'm just giving more signs and symbols. So I know exactly who I'm channeling before, because we're doing a guaranteed list right now, which is why it gets so intense, because we get really in there with some messages. We get real in there. And then I have to make uncomfortable eye contact with the camera for it to readjust to my face. You just joined, wasn't sure, didn't want to be rude. You weren't rude at all. I'm down. Trust me, I'm extremely awkward. It's not going to make me uncomfortable. Whew. Yeah, he keeps talking about my heart, my heart, my heart. I don't know if what medical underlying, he was sick a lot and always said. So I feel like ultimately it was like his heart, or like congestion in his upper chest area is what it feels like. Okay. Right? Like, whoo, just came over me. Yes, I have a brother, and I kept his shirt and his guitars and gave some clothes and bits to my brother. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So he's watching both you and your sibling. You're doing a great job. You did a great job. You're not looking for, your dad says you're not looking for a big change in life. You're looking for balance. So keep that in mind. Okay. So keep it in mind. You're not looking for drastic changes. It should be not over and done, but over and done for the most part. You are looking for balance. And what is it that you would like balance? Well, what don't you like? Is it something about yourself? Is it something about other people? You have the power to change anything you want, as long as you change it through yourself. You don't tolerate certain things. You don't allow certain things. You push yourself to do better things, whatever it is that you want. Boom. Love you for some dad advice.